Hello everyone, this is our next video of Fortinet NSA4 series, and this video is related to the certificate operations on the Fortinet firewall. And this video is totally a theory video, and next video will cover the other part of this certificate operations. Let's begin with the video. So basically, what is a digital certificate? So what is a digital certificate? A digital certificate produced and sent by the certificate authority, we known as the digital certificate, means that it should be written by the certificate authority or issued by the certificate authority known as the digital certificate. And what is the primary purpose of the certificate? It is for the authentication, encryption and decryption and integrity. So how it performs the authentications and how it will perform the encryption and decryption, how it will perform the integrity, let's understand further. So before understanding this, let me show you that how we can see this certificate. If I open this browser and let me click on the google.com, so we should see the how this certificate looks like. So there is a log button. We click here, site information, and here we can see this site is connection is secure, means that this is using the certificate. And if we click here, it is showing connection is secure now. Basically, this is the one of the certificate issued by this is the CN name issued by WR2, and it is the validity of the certificate. So it basically issues on 2nd June 2025, expires on August 25, and this is the certificate, and this is the public key of the certificate. If we click on the details, here we will get the other details like certificate version, serial number, certificate signature, algorithms, like which algorithm this certificate is using. This is the issuer, so it is the issuer details, CN, organization, Google Trust Services, and country US. So if we scroll down further, so we'll get the other details like validity, not before and not after, means that this is the basically to the expiration, and this is the subject to the public key algorithms. So Google is using the very latest public key algorithm, and subject, this is a subject value, and other information is also there, certificate key, public key, and other information is there. So a digital certificate, basically a file or password, is used to authenticate device or server using the cryptography public key infrastructure produced and sent by a certificate authority, ensure that only trusted devices users gain access to network identity and entity such as a person or a device. Another common use of the digital certificate is to verify the website legitimacy, that this website is legitimate or not. Also, it is also verify the website which do not support the SSL certificate, known as the unSSL certificate websites. So in the certificate section, what we can see, this is the serial number of the certificate, and also we can see the valid from and valid to, and this is the subject, what is the subject of the certificate, and this is the subject alternatives name. So these are the primary features or functions of a particular certificate. So authentication, how it perform the authentication? So authentication, it can perform using the CN name, canonical name, or subject alternative names, or both, for the device authentication. For the encryption and decryption, public and private keys, for this function, public and private keys are used to perform encryption and decryption. About the integrity, messages are hashed using the secret key. Know both only sender and receiver to see the hash value and confirm the integrity and authentication. FortiGate identify device or person reading the CN value, subject field which is expressed as the DND, means that distinguished name. So how integrity happen? They have shared their public key and private key. Using that key, they will create a hash. So once that hash is delivered on the both side, they will again retrieve the original data after matching this set so that they can get the original data. It is not like a modified between the transactions. So using the hash mechanism, they use for the integrity. And what are like how does FortiGate use certificate to identify the devices and peoples? So the subject and subject alternative names fields are fields in the certificate identify the device or person associated with the certificate. So using this subject alternative names and subject, it is used to identify the certificate identify or the person. So Fortinet it is using the X509 version 3 certificate standard, which is the latest and novel. The second topic will the why does Fortigate use digital certificate? So basically, the primary functions of inspection functionality. So SSL, SSH, and HTTPS traffic inspection, inbound and outbound traffic through FortiGate, traffic to and from FortiGate. It is also used for the privacy, ensure the privacy for exchange with other devices such as FortiGuard. Authentication, it is user authentication for network access, user authentication for the VPN access, as a second factor authentication for FortiGate administrator. So while you logging to the FortiGate, we can use the digital certificate as a second authenticator. So FortiGate's use outbound and inbound traffic inspection. If FortiGate trusts the certificate, it permits the connection. But if FortiGate trusts the connection, does not trust the connection, it will also prevent. So it means that uh, if you are using the for certificate inspection on the FortiGate, if FortiGate does not trust the certificate, it will drop the connection. If it trusts the certificate, it will allow. And FortiGate also determines people on devices on network on or on internet, their connection are fully protected using the certificates because of the other combining with the other features which we already learned, like a web filter, also the application control, IPS. So they all are using inspections, full inspection. So using the full inspection, the users are protected using digital certificates with combining with other services, obviously. So FortiGate uses the digital certificate to enforce privacy certificates and their associated private key. So ensure FortiGate can stabilize private SSL connection to the other service such as FortiGate or web browser or web server. FortiGate also uses the certificates for authentication using certificates. Trusted CA on the FortiGate, it can stabilize for the VPN connection. So basically, for the VPN connection also, it is using the enforced privacy certificate. So these are the basically use of it. Let me revise this quickly. Inspection. So this is for the web traffic inspection. Second, inbound and outbound traffic inspection. Traffic to and from FortiGate means that let's say you are taking the updates from the FortiGate. So those connections will also encrypted. Privacy ensures privacy for exchange to the other devices such as FortiGate. Authentication, user authentication for network access, user authentication for VPN access, and administrator who is logging to the firewall can use digital certificate as a second factor authentication. Uh, how does FortiGate trust certificate? So FortiGate is using basically the OCSP. This is the protocol to interact with the verification for the certificate validations. So this certificate is revoked or not. This is the OCSP. This is the very important protocol where most of the devices used to interact with the certificate authority. to get the list of certificate revocations. If certificate is revoked, then on that case it is considered as a invalid certificate. How does how does the following checks against a certificate before trusting it? The first one is the revocation check, so which I explain you using the OCSP. Second is the CA certificate. CA certificate FortiGate uses issuer value to determine the FortiGate the corresponding CA certificate. Without corresponding CA certificate, FortiGate does not trust the certificate. So obviously because of the certificates and validity date. So these information is here that how the trust the certificate using the serial number, who is the issuer, means that issuer is valid or not, and valid from to valid to means the certificate expiration dates, and CRL. So this is basically the certificate revocation list. If your certificate is part of this CRL list, so in that case, those certificate will consider as invalid on the FortiGate. So these are the few parameters using that FortiGate determines or tells the certificate using this parameter serial number, valid, CRL. On for the CRL, FortiGate is using OCSP protocol to fetch the revocation list. So CA certificate and validity days and digital certificate validations. FortiGate use SSL for privacy. So SSL feature is the privacy of data. Identify one or both parties using certificates. Use symmetric and asymmetric key cryptography. So let's understand the symmetric cryptography also. Use the same key to encrypt. So we can understand this way, like this is your server client on two server clients. So in the symmetric key cryptography, this, let's say this is your data actually. So you have to use the same key for encrypting and decrypting. And in this case, you have two keys. The first one is the public key, second one is the private key. This is basically a private, and this is the public key. So one key is used for the encryption of data, and second key is used for the decryption of the data. So basically, this is the difference between the symmetric cryptography versus asymmetric cryptography. So let's read it also. Use the same key to encrypt and decrypt data. Needs safe way to exchange the single key. We need a safe way to exchange a single key because we know that one key is required for the both functions. So we need a safe mechanism to exchange the key. The third one is the faster than asymmetric cryptography, which is correct because we are using both side keys. So it is basically a faster than asymmetric cryptography. Fourth one is the used by FortiGate to exchange with other managed devices such as FortiManager. So a symmetric cryptography is used in the FortiManager and FortiGate firewall. So basically between that. Asymmetric cryptography use two keys, one public key and one private key, which I explained. Second is the public key shared with peers. So in this case, only public key will shared. Slower and more resource intensive than symmetric cryptography. So this is the more than resource intensive if we compare with the symmetric cryptography. So this is the video related to the certificate operations. And the next video will cover the remaining topic of the certificate and other things. So thanks for watching video.